guess Taylor needs it.
Okay. Hi, I'm Sarah, and our group went over the topic of mental health and how it affects sleep, stress, and personal relationships, and we each chose an article to discuss that. So my article discussed mental health and relationships and how relationships or lack thereof greatly affects one's mental health and how one's mental health can affect one's relationships. This connection can work both ways, and social media has been a great contributor to that. Because of this, individuals no longer want to be alone, which causes FOMO, and this in turn can affect one's ability to make decisions because they depend on on others or social media for that fulfillment, and this leads to an overall decline in mental health. And overall mental health is negatively impacted when relationships are not satisfying or fulfilling, and decreased mental health leads to worsening relationships.
Hi, my name is Jacob Belt. My article is about affective sciences, specifically a study on how emotions affect our health. It showed how important emotions and social connections have a big impact on our physical health. The article was advocating for applied sciences and how we should start researching how health is affected and addressing emotional aspects of social interactions to improve overall health, improving one's overall life.
Hi, I'm Payne. I chose an article from Harvard based on stress. Stress is something that many people experience, and there are three main types: acute, episodic, and chronic. All these types of stress make our bodies react the same way, triggering a fight or flight response. This release hormones like adrenaline and cortisol to help us act quickly. While this was helpful in a situation a long time ago, constant or repeated stress can cause health problems like digestion issues, weight pain, heart disease, anxiety, and more. To manage stress, there are some simple strategies: healthy eating, mindful eating, exercise, and breathing and relaxation.
Hi, my name is Saul. Just share a study about how stress affects about what we eat. It was about 68 healthy adults, part in the group. They were put under stress and had to prepare a short speech that they thought would be judged, and the other group was just neutral. Researchers found that blood pressure, heart rate, mood, hunger, food choices did not change. They found that stress did not change the total amount of food that people ate. However, among all those people, they tend to eat more when they're emotional. It made them choose sweeter and fattier foods, which means their meals had more calories. That's it.
My name is JC Hayes, and my article was about sleep and mental health. And the conclusion that I've come to is that mental health isn't entirely based off sleep, but sleep has a very strong effect on how mental health can be worsened throughout time. If someone is super tired all the time, they can't get good rest, it can lead to lack of control in their emotions and irritability, and just a lot of frustration. It can also lead to a lot of laziness that leads them to not really get out of the house, which can also contribute to mental health. And when someone's mental health is sometimes lacking due to their poor sleep quality, it can lead to their social life declining as well, because their relationships aren't as fulfilling because they can't put the same amount of emotional energy into them. The article that I was researching had a study of 300 college students, and 51% of them reported lack of good sleep. And another large portion of those 300 students reported struggles with depression and anxiety, which is very indicative of how poor sleep quality can result to poor mental health.
Hi, I'm Taylor. My research article was about social relationships and health. People with fewer social ties are twice as likely to die earlier, with it being linked to cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, cancers, and just overall mental health as well. So people with strong social ties will have a better mental health. They'll have decreased stress, decreased anxiety. People with healthy relationships as well, those relationships should also encourage healthy behaviors such as eating well, having great exercise, and not drinking, smoking, doing drugs, stuff like that as well. Within the research article, there was also a study done on marriage with good, healthy marriages are also linked to positive cardiovascular health, chronic conditions, and just overall mental health well-being.
Thank you.
Oh gosh.
Justin.